doing here, because we washed the engine bay, all the water went down the bores for the spark plugs, so I'm blowing those out. I actually filled some more water up, and I'm cleaning them with the water in the airline and get that all out. And then what we'll do when that's dry is I'll pull the plugs out and we'll check all the sparks. What I did notice on this coil pack here was some of this wiring is a bit sus. There's been a bare wire there, so maybe that's earthing out, and maybe that's the reason why we're not running on all 5 cylinders. So we'll check that out, because that's alive to the coil, which it probably is, or even a signal, trigger signal, and it's earthing out, it won't work. So probably do that first actually, isolate those, and then see how many sparks we get. So sorted out the wiring as much as I can for now. We've got 12 volts on all the feeds to the plug, and these are the igniters. So it's 5 cylinders with 2 igniters. The one igniter does 3 cylinders, and the other one, that one, does 2 cylinders. So we've got 3 coils working so far. In actual fact, the only one I haven't seen spark at the moment is coil number 4. Now that is coil number 3 plugged into port number 1. And actually it doesn't matter because it's like a lost spark, so a lost wasted spark, so it doesn't really matter. But in theory, this should still be lighting up. I've lost the turn ignition because I haven't disturbed that.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a spark on 5. Let's see if we can get a spark on 4. Give it a go. The 4 is definitely not working. So what I'm going to do, pull those out of there. That's number 4. We know that works up there. So we'll plug that in there again. Go. Yeah, got a spark. Okay, so we've got all 5 coils are working. So it's down to perhaps the quality of the plug, because unfortunately these plugs are actually shattered. So I've got positive feed on all 5 coils, and by switching the igniter onto there we can get a spark out of them all. So it's the case now of maybe just putting new crimps on the terminals for now. I'm not actually sure what happens if in the plug, because these aren't insulated, they touch together, whether that shares the power or the signal to 2 coils and messes it up, because only a signal, it's very low, it's like a trigger. So what I might do, I'm a bit miffed because these plugs have destroyed themselves, they're just falling apart inside these things here. I could try and jiggle the wires back in them, apart from that one, which doesn't even exist anymore. Let me think about the wiring, maybe do some jumpers up for now, see how many terminals I've got, and hopefully we can be back in a few minutes and have it roaring away. But the good news is we've got 5 working coils. Right, so I've been on this wiring, just bits and pieces here and there in the evening with the sun down, and we've found that all these plugs are absolutely shot, and the pins are sort of pulling themselves out. For example, that one's pulled out. So I've got some jumper wires and bodges and tape and stuff like that going on, but I managed to get all 5 coils working, all 5 injectors working, and we're actually I think running on 5 cylinders now, which is a first. Got this stupid turbo timer on there, that's going to have to come off. That doesn't sound quite right. No, we're not quite there yet. Well, like I said, dodgy wiring, so I've just wiggled a few more wires and restarted it. we got it now. I mean, it's nothing you can drive down the road, because as soon as you hit a bump, all the wires are going to shake off and it's going to go back to 2 or 3 cylinders. But yeah, that's success there. I turn the key off, turbo timer running. Happy days. Austin has just done a bit more on the Audi, the cleaning bit more. So Mrs. has gone to the gym, which means we can nick the vacuum cleaner, because if we nick the vacuum cleaner while she wasn't at the gym, she'd know that we got this, and then we'd be in trouble. But because she's at the gym, she doesn't know that we've got it, and that we've used her vacuum cleaner to clean it out. It's come up rather nice. There's some imprints and stuff, but it's still sort of fluffy and furry. These actually are the new plugs for the coils and the ejectors and everything that's disintegrated. And that's actually the next job to do, as well as conditioning the leather. And we did a bit of leather conditioning the other day, and it actually needs recolouring, but it's really softened it up quite a bit. So we're using lanolin and olive oil mixed together, so I think that's a good way to go. That's looking rubbery, very rubbery, and all the rat poo from underneath the seat, the battery area, has gone, and we pulled out the Mahusive boombox from the boot, which enabled us to get, locked it, shut it down, allowed us to get in and under here, and we found actually that there is no spare wheel. So we're on the hunt for a spare wheel for an S4 C4 or something similar, and maybe they're a space saver. I shall probably have found out by the time that this video goes live, because I'll put something up on the forum. But yeah, if it is a space saver, we've probably got to get the right one. If it's not, we'll just probably get like a, I don't know, what are these, 112, yeah, 112 by 5 spare wheel with something that fits in that wheel well. So that's it really. Yeah, there's the Bosch. But apparently it's one that's pro animal. Yeah, it's a pro animal vacuum cleaner, which I think is very modern and you know, good. It's good to be pro animal. Yeah. Cheers.